Hey guys, and welcome to the Derby Pyramid Live episode number 32. Now, I did actually record this episode yesterday, but I forgot to press the record button, so I did it for about an hour and a half, and then got to the end, pressed the record button, and the recording started. So, we unfortunately missed out these 4 games. They weren't the most amazing things in the world. There was quite a dramatic game there against Barnsley in the Capital One Cup. We won 2-1. I think we actually got the winner in like the 89th minute or something, really close to the end, so that was quite difficult. Drew against Stoke. That was a really tough game. Stoke have got a very good team defensively, and I think it was a rainy night in Stoke actually, so even harder. So next up we had Leicester 1-2-1 at home. That was a good result, obviously an East Midlands derby. Bit of a shame we missed that. And as well, we started off the episode with this 4-1 win against Everton away from home. So that was a really nice victory to start off the episode, and it was a generally successful episode, but apart from the bit where I forgot to record it. So looking at the calendar, we're going to play this first game against Lokomotiv Moscow, then probably play against Manchester United, then Aston Villa. I'm just going to make it a bit of a shorter one because obviously I had to cover all that, and yeah, obviously the Europa League and the Man United games will be quite big. So going into our next game in the Europa League against Lokomotiv Moscow, we did actually get some scout reports back in the last episode for both Pearce and Wyman. I would like to get Bent, but he's quite expensive, and he's like gone down ratings. I think he's about a 72 now, so not really the most useful signing. And I think Wyman's a 75 and Pearce is a 74, so potentially we could do some swap deals to get him into the team. So we're gonna have to make some changes for the next game. We are going for this basically the Derby County default formation that we start off with, and it did really well in the last episode, so that was nice to see. It seems that we have the right combination of players, and I'm not too sure if I want to put someone different on the bench, but I think I'm going to leave it with that lineup, and we'll see how we do. So going into the Lokomotiv lineup, they have got Guilherme in goal. The Brazilian is about 78 rated, maybe even up to like an 82. Fernandes, Busafa, Lasana Diarra, Luka, and yeah, it's a very strong team. There are some very good players in there, former Premier League, and generally just very good players. So into our lineup we go. Pretty much kept it the same. I put Tolisso in the CDM slot because defensively he's a lot better than UCAM, but he's not quite as good going forward. So I think defensively we'll do a lot better in this game, but I'm not too sure because Jarvis in the recent games in the last episode, he just wasn't really performing that well. I was talking about that quite a bit, and I'm going to give him a few more games, but then I'm potentially going to put Brady or Ince into the first team lineup. Giving away a free kick here on the edge of the box. It's a bit of a dangerous one. Hopefully Busafa doesn't put this away. Oh, he's at the crossbar. Oh, and they've got the rebound. Well annoying. Oh, like, I don't know where the marking was really, and it was a pretty good free kick to be fair. Yeah, the guy who like ran over the ball, then ran into the box, nobody marked him, and they got the goal. Go on, Henriette. Oh, he's just hit it wide of the post. That was a really nice run as well. Oh, nearly. So that's the full-time whistle there. A bit of a shame we couldn't get the win, but at the same time, away from home, we first game of the episode as well. I never really do that well, like my first FIFA game of the day and stuff like that. So kind of an okay result. It still means we're in a good position, and obviously depending on what the other results are like, we'll have to have a quick look and see at those. So looking at the table, we are currently top with 9 points, then just below us is Moscow with 7. Then down to third with 6 points, and then obviously AZ with 5 points, who I thought were probably the biggest threat with Lokomotiv, but they haven't quite been as good. And goal difference wise, we're pretty okay. Our next game is against Manchester United in the league. Looking at the table, both on 24 points, we have a 3-goal advantage in goal difference. We need to win this game if we're going to stay in that top 5. Obviously, the Southampton, Tottenham, Swansea and Newcastle and West Brom all 4 points off, so if we lose this game we could drop down all the way down to like 12th or something stupid like that. So we definitely need to win this game. We have got a game in advantage, so if we win this game we can go up to second, so we need to win this game, that's for sure. So into the game we go against Manchester United at home. It is in the rain, which is I don't know, I'm really unconfident because in the rain I'm just woeful. But that first game of the episode I didn't record, we were in the rain against Everton, so anything can happen. There is a lot running on this game. If we win it, we move up to second. If we lose it, we can go all the way down to 9th, so it's really hit or miss whether we do get a good result in this game or not. Into the lineups we go. We have made a few changes because we just had that Europa League game. We've put Romagnoli into the defence, we put Dele Alli in the midfield and Brady into the front three, moved Jarvis to the right too. Both of them wingers are going up in ratings, which is nice to see. We've had to unfortunately drop Eunice down to the bench, but he's not really that good in big games. He's not the strongest, but into the Manchester United lineup we go. Daley, Blind, Fellaini, Khedira, that's a very good defensive team. Johnny Evans and Rojo at the back, Handanovic in goal, Rooney, Di Maria and Van Persie spearheading the attack, and then they've got a few players like Valencia and Hernandez on the bench who can change a game quite quickly, and it is going to be a really tough one. Oh, Fellaini's through it. Come on. No, he's scored. Just before half time as well. They're like midfield three of Fellaini, Khedira and Blind. It's really good defensively, and then they can counter-attack really well. And it's really difficult to get the ball off them, so it's been quite difficult this game. But I think the answer is going out wide, because when we go in the middle, look at that, there's like three just in my way. But can we get a shot off here with Brady? Yes we can, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Come on, it's last chance, hit this, son. Yes, son! What a goal. Last chance of the game, he just ran inside, mashes it with his left foot and just hits the post, goes on the inside. Like, what was Brady doing there? He just stood there in the way, and then he was like, there you go. I thought that was an in. I thought for a second it hit the post and come out, but it went in, and we've got a very valuable point. We could potentially nick this game and just get all three. And Aurier's just gone down injured. That's not good. Let's do what we just did with Ince though. Go on, cut inside, son, have a go. No, he's hit it wide. I thought he was going to get it then. So close at the end. But I'm definitely going to put Ince in for the next game. He made the difference when he came on. Hopefully Aurier's injured isn't for too long. And I don't know why it's got Barclays Premier League, then it's got like Southend and Rochdale on there. But whatever. So into the final game we go against Aston Villa at Villa Park. It is in the snow. I haven't actually done this in quite a while in the snow, so it's going to be interesting to see how we do, and especially when they are a top 5 team. We're like a top 6 at the moment, so it's a very competitive game. And looking at the players there, they've got like Guzan, Loughton, I think that's Okora, maybe Benteke will still be there. We'll have to see in a second, of course, when the lineups do come up. No, great save, Sillison. Oh, unlucky. Oh, he's offside. Go on, Ings. There we go. It's gone in the back of the net, nevertheless. And is that Fabian Delph? Yeah, it's Fabian Delph. He's putting it in his own net. So it shows how good Brady is at the left back position going forward, because he can just bring so much with. Go on, Tolisso, have a go, son. And Danny Ings, there we go, 2-0, great rebound there, just always in the right place at the right time. Danny Ings, like that goal, the first goal, if Delph wasn't there, Danny Ings was at the back post, putting it in the back of the net, so he's always in the right place. That was a really nice back heel from Goretzka. Not the best of shots from Tolisso, but obviously it meant that Danny Ings could get his 7th goal of the season. I think Abubakar's on about 10, maybe 11, so he's not, for saying the amount of time we do play Danny Ings, he is very effective, there's no doubt about that. There we go, 3-0. Like, you don't think Ince is like a 73 rated player. The little dance he did there to cut inside, then he put the ball through for Goretzka, who made a nice run just around the back of Okora, then just left foot's finesse it in the back of the net. Like, really nice goal, and that pretty much guarantees us the win in this game. Gonna make some substitutions. I think I'll bring on Hoffman, rest up some of the bigger players we've got on the bench, and yeah, it's just nice. We got a nice win to end off the episode. It was a bit of a shame we couldn't quite get the win in the Man United game, but that was a ridiculously hard game. Bit of an attack here. There we go. They've actually scored a goal. I literally just finished my substitutions, and then that seems to always happen when you just come out of a substitution. They'll put a really nice through ball through, and Yildirim, never heard of him. I think he's Turkish, maybe, just from the looks of it. And we've just made our subs. We brought on Dele Alli, we brought on Romagnoli, resting Sergio Rier, Ings, and Goretzka in the midfield. Might score. Oh, save from Silerson, get back up, son. Oh, lucky. It's actually made the game quite close now. Like, you can see another goal here. It could be quite dangerous. So I'm going to actually put it on defensive. There's no point in. Well, we could do with one more goal just to extend the lead again, but at the same time, I don't really want to lose the game. Jarvis, whip it in. Hoffman, come on, get your big nut on it. There we go, Hoffman, fantastic. 4-2. That's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure they won't score 2 goals now, and it's nice that Hoffman actually has come off the bench. He's the same rated as Danny Ings, but obviously Ings has got a lot more pace and a lot better with the ball at his feet, and I could potentially just sell a Boubacar and then buy like a really good defender or a centre mid or something, but I think it's always important that you've got plenty of options in the striker position, because as long as you're scoring goals, then you can win games. I do talk some shit then too. Go on, Hoffman, turn Sanchez, put the ball through for Jarvis, hit it. He's gone through. Oh, that's a penno. What? Taking me out from behind. The injured player. Yeah, he's not the king.
Headed clearance. Now Hughes. Hoffman. Burke. That cross is poked with by the defender. They've got the ball back through a very good interception. Burke. Oh, he's put it into the goalkeeper's gloves.
I think that's full time there. 4-2 win to end off this episode. It's been a pretty good one. We obviously drew the first 2, which were very tough games, so that's kind of good. And Newcastle have just beaten Manchester United, and Arsenal beat Everton. That's nothing major because Everton are in the bottom 3. So looking at the Premier League table, you might have seen it already. We are in second, but Chelsea and Liverpool both have a game in hand. So if they lose, I think they are. Maybe they're playing each other. I'm not too sure, but I'm actually going to advance and see. So then we can have a look where we are at the end of the episode. So looking at the Premier League table now, we are currently in 4th. We have got 28 points. Arsenal in the lead with 1 game more than us. Obviously, if we win the next game, we go up to 31 points. We can go. I don't know. It depends what the Chelsea and Liverpool and Spurs results are. It really is tight at the top. You look at it, and it goes all the way down to 10th, where we could potentially drop down to if we lose a couple of games. So really tight at the moment. It's nice to see that we are doing well on all fronts. We're not just doing well in the league, we're doing well in the cup. Obviously in the semi-final, the next game is against Arsenal. Now that's a tough one, but if we win that game, we're basically putting our name on that trophy, because Watford or Bolton, not exactly the most difficult. So that semi-final, it's a bit of a shame we couldn't play Arsenal in the final, but it'll be a nice semi, and obviously the final, it'll give us a chance to rest up some of our bigger players to play a bit of a weaker team. So as well, looking at the Europa League, eventually when we get there, it takes so long to do this, you're like pressing it and pressing it. Apparently that's about it. So there we go, right. So yeah, we're in top, 1 game remaining, we get at least a point, we are top, and if we lose, then we only drop down to 2nd. So there's no real way of dropping out now, so that's really good to see, unless that Norwegian team win by like 7-0, so I doubt that's going to happen anyway. So if you did enjoy this episode, it would be fantastic if you could smash the like button. I'm going to just show you the team 10 off the episode, because we have had some growth. Obviously Silerson, Brady, Dele Alli and Jarvis and Nunes both gone up in rating, so smash the like button. If you get over 20 likes, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Subscribe if you're on the channel, and see you soon. Bye.